Control.
Ooh.
Oh man. Well, they
That
made
sounds
mistakes
scary.
giving us control.
That's scary.
Hello everyone, I'm Dragondarch, and with me
I'm
is...
Leonis07,
and
ready
we,
for duty.
and we are going to be bringing you a race of Final Fantasy for the Game Boy Advance. I don't even know how to begin outside of we're both using different parties. I didn't know what he was going to be running, and I'm running the one party I've really done some work on. None of that may matter because RNG may just turn against us at any time.
Oh yeah, sure. Definitely.
Leo has the advantage of not needing as many levels for the end game because he doesn't have a white mage. I have some advantage from having some good spell power and being able to take out party groups later on with just by nuking them down. But we can get into that more as we go. You ready to go, Leo?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Provided they're ready on timer. I'm gonna count them down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So the first thing we're doing is we're going to be picking up a little bit of equipment. They gave us a little bit of money to start with. We need armor, we need weapons, he needs more armor than I do. Oop, nope, one. That should be right. Oop, walked a little too far there. I need spells as well. Cure and protect, and there we go. I'm all set on my stuff finally. Oh, good. Guard didn't get in my way this time. I will mention, Leo is up at a very early time in the morning, so he might be a little quiet because he doesn't want to wake up the rest of his house, and I don't blame him for that. Because I believe it's like what, 5:30 in the morning there right now.
Indeed.
So I'll try to carry some of the commentary. The problem is I don't know as much about his party as I do about mine, so I can only commentate so much on what he's doing. But right now we're both heading for. Let's take this for a little bit of extra experience. I'm gonna kill this crazy horse. This is gonna give me just enough experience after I kill Garland that I'll hit level 3 with everybody. Which is helpful because it gives me a bit more MP on my black mages on the trip over to Provoca. Okay, good. I'll heal the white mage, but not the fighter. Nope, not that file. Alright, Garland, be nice, don't kill my black mages. Now, thanks, Garland. First shot to Dan. I hope this isn't I hope this is not indicative of what's going to happen in the rest of the run. Dan, death count 1. So the advantage of having black mages here is that fire actually does a pretty good amount of damage. I can hit for about 40. No, you're gonna heal Cal. Make sure he doesn't die. Okay, good. Went after the fighter that time. But fire does a pretty good amount of damage, and he has a high enough defense that it's difficult for the other two characters to get through. No, don't heal again. Unfortunately, they only have enough for 2 casts. Ah, good. Good enough hit there. Alright, level 3. If Dan dies, it's normal. Don't worry about it. He's a good floor warmer. Pick up the mandatory loot. If you've played the NES version before, it's not mandatory that you get that loot. Like, you can walk out of here without it, and it is an item you need later on. You don't find out. You'll get partway through the Temple of Fiends in the past, and you get to a spot where you need to use the loot, but you don't have it because the game didn't tell you you needed it, and I mean, who talks to the princess right afterwards? This version, if you try to leave the room, she will yell at you like, "Hey, I have something for you. Come get this thing." But it's just faster to talk to her without trying to leave the room, because it just skips a little bit extra dialogue. This is also a lengthy cutscene here.
A very realistic scene where all the builders are connecting a bridge within 30 seconds
With their fists.
with their fists for 0 money.
Well, I mean, the king did order it. They can't really disobey the king.
And here goes the first bathroom break.
Yep, longest cutscene in the game. This is where I get a drink. Yep, that was totally the end of the race. Just race to the bridge. We're done. Thanks everyone for watching. Next run.
Cheater.
Alright, now the real RNG begins, because now random encounters actually mean something. What we want to see is some encounters that'll give us a little bit of experience. Ogres would be nice. Lizards can kind of work. But we want to see just things that'll get us a few levels right now. Ogres are really the big ones we want to see. Two ice ones are not really that good. Oh, Dan is in good form right now. Not quite dead, but almost. I mean, it's not a huge deal if I don't get them here. Ooh, I'll take this one. There's a better chance to see ogres down by Elfheim, so it's a little bit, it's just luck to see them up here. It's just nice if we happen to.
I just encountered 2 ogres, not taking them. much of a gamble. Just one would have been fine.
Let's see. Yeah, we're on HP. Alright, pirates, please be nice. Nope, you attack that one. So I bought the sleep spell solely for this fight, because these guys are pretty vulnerable to it. And just putting a bunch of them to sleep just saves a lot of time in terms of animations, primarily. That, I really don't want them hitting the black mages. We've got 5. That's not bad. That one. Thunder, please. There we go. So for this fight, since my fighter isn't level 4, I'm going to double up the fighter and the white mage on a target. That way they can guaranteed. That way they're guaranteed to kill one. The mages can take things out by themselves, though.
Here we go. Leather shield dropped. For the PSP version, that would have been a serious amount of luck right there. But it's GBA, so I don't care.
I need to buy one thing at the armor shop, primarily for a little bit of manipulation later on, or not that much later on. I just need 1 pair of leather gloves, and then I'll be done with that. We'll pick up more armor in Elfheim, but just need that one piece. Hopefully my stats don't mess me up on this. Pick up Temper for both black mages. I'm sure Leo just picked it up for his red mage. Oh good, this guy's blocking my path. Please move. Please move. Please. Stay at the inn, get my MP back. Alright, now for some 15 puzzle. This is not a very good pattern. I can make it work. I want the second place prize for this one, so it doesn't matter too much. Let it sit till 38. Elixir drop. I'm gonna do one more chance at an emergency exit.
So this is where the routes differed, because I'm gonna go for 4 places in a row.
Wow, that was gonna be a 20-second puzzle right there. But I need to wait for second place. Elixir again. This one I want first place. Where's the 4?
Wow, that could have been a 16-second puzzle.
13, where are you? There. Okay, get first place, get my Mega Elixir, and I am out of here. That Mega Elixir is... I'm going to sell that off in the next town. So I can buy some extra equipment. They sell for 2,000, which is a lot right now. Lone Shark, I'll take that. Ooh, good hit from the fighter there. He's level 5. I want to see level 6. That's the level I plan on going into the Wizards fight at. Okay, one Black Mage has good HP, the other one less so. Double Ogre, hello. Please don't kill anybody. Good 4 HP kill from the White Mage. Making sure they're pulling their weight. Got both, 2 rounds. Please don't kill somebody. I don't have any way to revive right now. Ah, fire against that one. Whatever. Take it. Oh, got it. Alright, there's level 6, so I don't need any more levels for a little while. I should really heal up, though. Okay, so one Black Mage is sitting at minimum HP. That's beautiful. Let me see what the stats look like. So he's at 13. His agility's fine. Agility's fine on all of them. No luck increases. Alright, so my manipulation will work. That's good to know. Manipulation in this game is very, very, very finicky. Just slight differences in stats can really wreak havoc on it. Iron armor, shield, leather cap, and helm.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
Tents, 5 antidotes, and the rest on... Actually, I'm gonna buy another 5 antidotes. I almost always run out. And the rest on potions. Also, if you haven't noticed, we're making a lot of safety saves, because there's a lot of situations where it's actually just faster to reset the game and reload our save than it is to just deal with the encounter where it's stuck in. So we're going to be making liberal use of saving and reloading. Like these wolves, that are really difficult to run from.
That one.
Okay, right now I'm just making my way to the Marsh Cave. Don't need any more experience. I'm not going to fight anything. Even though ogres are still really good experience, I don't need it at this point. Oh good, made it there without any more encounters. Tent up. Using a tent to get my MP back. Intuitive. Okay, white mage has more than enough HP. One of the black mages does. That one with 50 kind of worries me. Depending on which encounter I get, I may end up losing that black mage. Okay, this time, not going to forget to equip the broadsword like I did in my last run. To Dan. Cottage, and now I have a Phoenix down to revive with if I need it. Right here. Formation, put the white mage in the back. Dan goes in slot. I have to go in slot 3 to make this work, I guess. Okay, now I'm going to reload, and I'm going to try and manipulate this fight, because I'm going to try and load the game on a specific frame. And that's going to give me, hopefully, what I'm looking for. 4. No, that's not one of the ones I can do. There's 4 encounters I can manipulate. 2 of them are 3 Pisco Demons, and 2 of them are 2. There's 4 again. That might be too long. Of course I'm landing on the 4 constantly. I can usually get this within like a 6-frame window, where all 4 of my encounters are, but I'm also really good at hitting it too fast. There's 2. 6, that's going to be, yeah, that's one of the bad ones. Unfortunately, there's also a 2 and a 3 in there that I can't use, because they just murder one of the black mages immediately. Wow, I just cannot get this. Please? That's a 2. Oh my god, that's one of the other unusable ones. I cannot get one of the encounters I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty much the same because I need just 2 Pisco Demons instead of 3 or 4. It's gonna be a mess.
Nope, that's also one of the ones I can't use. Literally have hit every single encounter that I can't use, except the ones I want. There's 4 again. Wow, this is unreal. There's one I can use. Alright, this one I know is correct. There we go. Finished. Well, that was a good marsh cave until that. No, not cottage. Potions, please. I should sort. Put those at the top. So yeah, as I mentioned, RNG is a very... Thanks, Gargoyle. RNG is a very fickle beast in this. Very slight variations in just about anything will throw it off. So as of right now, it's not really viable to manipulate more than basically that fight.
The legendary Shadow Ambush.
I think it's only a 10% chance of that happening. It's,
I know.
It's really low. And it always happens when you don't want it to. Alright, now we're going to make a trip up and visit Astos. Gotta take him out to get the Crystal Eye, I think it is in this version. Whatever it is, we gotta go give it back to Matoya so she can give us what used to be herbs, but now it's a Jolt Tonic. Please run. No, that's not running. That is them killing. That is a paralyzed lock. Powexel, as of right now, yeah, pretty much. Theoretically, anything can be manipulated if you can hit the right frame, but trap tiles are easiest because you can have a fixed amount of distance between where you load and where you actually get into the encounter. So there's no variance once you load the save file. It's only what you run into on the title screen. This is the same encounter I just got. Well, actually, no, they're not hitting the other characters. Oh, now they are. Somebody run. There we go. Shouldn't need to use a tent up here.
That RNG. I got my 2 Pisco Demons first try and I'm off with it.
Nice. Alright, now for Astos. So I put the White Mage in front here because he likes to cast Death, and the White Mage is the one character that doesn't really matter here. So of course he would hit the fighter with it. Thanks. Thanks. Oh lord, this RNG.
So my fight for Astos will be a little bit easier because I have 2 copies of Hermes Shoes.
Oh, I didn't get any of those. I got 2 elixirs.
Yeah, I got 1 elixir, 2 Hermes Shoes, 4 Phoenix Downs. I'm pretty much good on the puzzle. It took a bit to get my mega elixirs, but oh well.
Oh, good. Miss. Targeted the Black Mage, but he actually, it didn't kill him. This is just really good luck. Fighter, please stop going before the Black Mages. The White Mage dive is not a big deal. Like, I don't need the level 3 spells that badly on the White Mage. He just physical pretty much the whole fight. Alright, Astos down. everybody hits level 8, so now I can buy level 3 spells. Wow, I think I hit level 9 there. That was a lot of level ups. Little concerned about Dan's HP, because I need high HP for Lich. And unfortunately, and Red Mages suffer from pretty much the same problem, because they got nerfed pretty hard in the HP department going into this version. But Lich can cast Blizzara, and Blizzara hits like a truck. And having low HP is a huge problem. Please, no more wolves. And we're basically at the mercy of how good our level ups are and how many strong HP gains we get on whether we can survive Blizzara. Cal's looking okay, Dan is not. Surprise, Dan is having problems. Oh, good, it's just an ogre. I can run from that easily. Ogres are actually still preferable to see right now because they're fairly easy to run from. Unfortunately, the ocean encounters are not that easy to run from, especially Sahagin. Sharks are a lot harder to run from than they should be as well. Like, the only thing on the ocean that's easy to run from are the buccaneers. We don't usually see those that often. But thankfully, when you're on the ship and when you're on the canoe, the encounter rate is actually reduced. Oh, good, preemptive against the wolves. So here's Matoya. She is a kind of a hermit / witch. She's missing her eye, so she can't see anything right now. She's bumping in everything. Astos stole it. So we're giving it back to her. She's giving us the Jolt Tonic, which used to be known as the Herb if you played the NES version. We're going to go use this to wake up the Prince of Elfheim, so he can give us the Mystic Key so we can rob the treasury. Note that I never said we were entirely righteous. We are not above stealing castle treasuries to further our goals. I mean, the encounter rate's really bad right now, but at least it's giving me easy enough encounters to run from. Imps mostly. I'm in an earlier section in terms of what the overworld encounters are. The overworld is split into a bunch of different grids, or squares rather, large squares that covers like just different sections of the world map, and going back up to Matoya's cave, you end up hitting a lot of the early game stuff. Sahagin, unfortunately, are really difficult to run from. They have very high agility. They're gonna beat me to the punch, and I just never seem to be able to get away from them. In the case of fighting those, it's just better to reload the save than it is to try and deal with the encounter. made it back to the castle. Gonna go wake the prince up. We just shoved this can of soda in the chancellor's face, and he's like, "I bet this will wake the prince up. I'll pour it down his throat. It'll be fine." Prince wakes up, hurls this key at us because he's mad that we disturbed his slumber. And in retaliation for hurling the key at us, we're gonna go rob the royal treasury. Not gonna take that last one because it's not anything useful. How much money do I have? 4,000. That's low. Not gonna be able to get DR on my first trip through here. Buying Fyra and Thundara for both black mages, and I'm gonna go buy Cura for the white mage, and that's gonna run me out of money. But don't worry, I'm gonna get more. There's still places to loot. Next up, beginning of the game, we're back at Cornelia Castle. We also have to loot the treasury here because they have been storing some very high yield explosives here for who knows what reason. And we know some dwarves, or we will know some dwarves here soon that could use them. So now we have the TNT. So we're gonna run off with those. Don't worry, they didn't see me go in or out. Nobody saw that. Okay, so over here is Mount Dwargar, home of the dwarves. Only dwarves in the game. Encounter set is the same as back down by Elfheim, so hopefully I don't see too many wolves. As I'm in a fight with one of them right now. Please run. Somebody please run. You guys. There we go. Alright, so first thing we're going to do in here is, this guy's been storing some money in here. I don't know what he's going to use it for, but we felt necessary to take it because it's we need it for our quest. I mean, we are saving the world here. So we give the TNT to this dwarf. We're going to run down here and plant it at the end of this canal. Or canal, sure. He's building a canal. He's been digging for quite a while to try and make it work, but needed some explosives to give it the final touch. So we give him the TNT, he plants it, he tells us to run because it's going to explode. And, well, it's exploding. It's causing an earthquake. And, well, we exploded this entire thing. It's all just gonna fall into the water. I don't know how we didn't flood the tunnels that we're in. I'm not gonna question it. Like, we planted the bomb at the end of that at the end of that tunnel. It blew up, and now the water's not like gushing in or anything.
Magic.
So this dwarf just walks off. I don't know what happens to him because he's never seen again. He just kind of disappears. Also, we're going to loot this treasury as well. Really shouldn't call it looting, I guess. Because this one here was locked. I mean, they were all locked with the Mystic Key, but this one, the dwarves probably had no way of ever getting into this place. And they're just thankful somebody finally came in and opened the door, because now they can use it as a storage shed. Did pick up a new weapon there. I'm not going to be equipping it. I'm actually going to hold on to it and get rid of it in the next town, because I need to actually upgrade some armor a little bit. Oh, nice ambush. Let's not do that one. I swear, the game knows. It knows exactly where I'm planning on pausing to go into the menu and make a save. As soon as I hit start. Nope, encounter. So, now that that canal has been built, we can get out of this inner sea and get into the outer sea. Which means we don't really need anything. We don't have much to do with these towns anymore. Oh, good, Sahagin. Like, I never really count on getting encounters in the ship, and then I get a lot of encounters on the ship, because I don't make a lot of saves. I should really break that habit, but eh. Oh good, another one. And it's Sahagin again. I can't say I didn't expect bad RNG, because I definitely did. So here we are, this is Melmon, this is Gyre's clearly favorite town. Gonna get rid of a few things here. Most of the stuff that I picked up in those treasuries. Gonna buy 2 silver armlets and a steel gloves. Armor is now upgraded. Now both 2 of the mages now have 15 defense, which is equivalent to the chainmail that was at the beginning of the game. Tents, where are you? Inventory management, so hard. But now I'm on my way to Earth Cave. I'll be doing some fighting in there. I want to ideally get some more HP on everybody. Except the fighter's probably okay, but the other characters less so. But the black mages with their tier 2 spells can actually just clean house right now. Save outside. Actually, white mage is looking okay on HP. She's already at 140. Ambush! If that wasn't an ambush, I would have taken that, because that's actually reasonable experience. So Earth Cave is... The encounters are not really like, a lot of these encounters are things you really don't want to deal with in a speed run. But we do need to get some experience along the way. So we're gonna make some concessions and hope we don't get really trolled in terms of what encounters we get. Gargoyles are not what I want to see, because they're all really fast and they're hard to run from. And unless it's a full group of 8, it's not worth the experience. But they go so fast that it's not worth fighting a group of 8. It just takes too long to justify the time spent on the fight. And 2 wolves is not worth the time it takes to actually do the fight either. Oh good, waste an antidote now. Ah, good. Bull. Actually, I'm going to have one past that. I don't want to waste too much MP on the way down, because I do need to save some. I didn't get an emergency exit, so I'm going to have to walk back out. So I'd like to have some extra MP later on. Nice crit.
So, did you get an emergency exit?
What was that?
Did you get the emergency exit?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, me neither.
Getting an emergency exit here saves about 4 minutes after you kill a vampire. I'm actually going to fight this one. You do it because you have more MP. Full group of wolves is actually reasonable experience, and since I got preemptive, this will be really quick. So everybody hits 9. Dan is still looking bad in the HP department right now. Equip the Coral Sword on the fighter. That's going to be a really nice upgrade. I should have done that a little bit differently. Oh well, it worked. Like, we're just sort of taking whatever equipment we can find. Ooh, that's a really good encounter. Heavy attack troll. Please don't kill anybody. Oh, you! Why? Why? Let's see if I can make this work.
Another shadow ambush. Yay! Stupid.
Okay, that was my only Phoenix down, but I managed to get experience for everybody on this fight, and this is a really good fight for experience. Two trolls and a bull. Black mages are really looking bad on HP though. Like, I'm actually concerned right now. Okay, so instead of running, I'm actually just going to get a Thundara off and kill everything for more experience. I'm going to do that in some of these fights here, where I'm going to tell the fighter and the white mage to run away, and I'm going to tell the black mages to use spells to take out the groups, and whichever one goes off first ends up working out. Actually, no. You do the Fyra. Since this is a preemptive, I'm not going to tell the characters to run, because I actually want the experience from this. 3 Wraiths isn't optimal, but it's not bad either. The encounter we don't want to see on this floor, though, is the Pisco Demons. Basically the exact same encounter we fought back when we were getting the crown. It's a random encounter now, and it's unrunnable. So we ideally don't want to see that. My group can handle them if need be, but I prefer not to. Just because it's not a quick fight. There's level 11. I am not seeing any good strong HP gains right now. This one I'm not going to fight. 2 of them is not worth spending MP on. Also picking up a couple of chests in here that have money in them. I'm avoiding trap tiles that are in front of the chests. Ooh, that one's actually good for experience. We'll take this one. There's trap tiles in front of both of the chests I picked up here, but if I go to the sides of the chest, I can pick them up no problem without having to deal with the enemy. Alright, so here's our next boss. This is Vampire. Heal everybody up. Dan could literally be one shot if the Vampire tries to smack him. This guy is actually really easy with 2 Black Mages because he is weak to fire. And Black Mages cast really, really hard. And Fire just absolutely ruins his day. And that was Vampire. Now we get to do the long climb. Hey, here's the Pisco Demons I was talking about. I'm not going to do that one. If I had more MP, I'd consider it. But I'm not going to do 4 of them when I'm lower on MP. There's better encounters for experience. Oh my god, please. This is why we save Scum in here. Because unrunnable encounters are a thing. Oh good, I'll wait for another antidote. This is why I bought like 10 of them. Usually I get 5 and I'll go through all of them before the end of Marsh Cave. Please. That's so far on the trip out, 3 encounters have been Pisco Demons. Okay, that one will do. Like, I'll take any levels I can get at this point, because the Black Mage's HP is looking really bad. Cal has gotten 1 extra strong HP gain. Dan has gotten none.
Well, my red mages aren't good either, so...
Sounds par for the course. Okay, Dan actually did just get 1, and that was a random one, so that's good. I don't want to get this one. At this rate, I'm probably going to have to shoot for level 14 just to have enough HP on the Black Mages to survive. Beep beep. Bats love to get in your way. Ooh, mummies. We are absolutely taking this one. 5 of them even. And the Firecaster went first, so that's a really quick fight. That's one of the best experience fights in this entire area. Oh, there goes all my MP. We'll take another mummy, take another 5 mummy fight. There's actually a place you can grind on these very easily over in the Ancient Castle once you have the Mystic Key. And for a bit safer of a route, you can go over there and just do a grind up to like level 12 or 13 or so. And not even deal with any of the encounters in here. But it is a bit faster to just take the experience in here than it is to do that. There we go, got an extra bull on the way out. There's level 13. Okay, Cal got a random strong HP gain. That's good. So I'll probably end up hitting 14. Oh, crap, I didn't save recently. Or recently enough. I'll probably end up hitting level 14, so Cal should be fine. Dan will be on the lower end of what Blizzara can hit for, and will probably still die to it. Because Dan. I can't even do Thundara at this point. Come on, please run. Wow. The RNG, please. Please. There we go. 11th try. That was a major waste of time. Oh good, 5 of them. Oh, I'm not even sitting through that. Now I know I've saved recently. I probably did save after that bullfight, and I just, it's just like habit to save so often that I forget exactly when the last time I saved was. Take an extra bull. Oh, that was a weak hit from the fighter. White mage with the kill. Never mess with a white mage with a hammer. Welcome to how most of my runs go, where the RNG is bad and getting runs off the... Please, game. I took 1 step. Alright, now I can burn a tent and get some MP back. We'll burn another one on my way in. I just want to have some MP out here in case I run into very specific encounters, namely 3 lesser tigers. Those are worth doing, not much else is. So I want to make sure I just get a little bit of MP to handle that encounter if I see it. But it's not a very common one. I'm going to make use of the MP when I go back into Earth Cave anyway, so it doesn't matter. That one's probably not bad on it, but I'd rather see more Hyenodons if I want to consider doing it. This is the Titan. He has a ruby addiction, and we're feeding that addiction. We stole it from the vampire after we clocked him over the head. Stole the ruby, brought it up here, gave it to him. He ate it. He's just, I don't know why he likes rubies, but he does. But he wouldn't get out of the way until we gave him one. So now he's out of the way. But this is the point in the game where they wanted to extend the gameplay a little artificially by making you go all the way into Earth Cave, get the ruby halfway down, leave Earth Cave, come up here, pick up this item off this guy in the cave here, and then go all the way back down to where Vampire was, and use the item on a plate behind his room. They make you double dip Earth Cave. And that's why the emergency exit would have been so helpful, because we could have saved the trip out. So now I have the rod. We'll be taking that down to where I fought Vampire. Unfortunately, since this is a race, no time to visit the Rumpus Room. Sorry, everybody who used to watch Feezel stream and knows what the Rumpus Room is. I shouldn't take this, but I'm going to. Oh, good. We got away. Warg wolves are never something you want to see. They're relatively difficult to run from, especially in large packs. And they're not very common in this area either. Like I think it's a 6 in 64 chance. I forget exactly. And there it is again. What do you know? Okay, good. Shadows. Shadows aren't worth killing. They're an enemy from back in Marsh Cave, so they're not worth much experience, but they have a very high chance of being preemptive. I think it's like 90% or something. It's up there. Since I didn't use a tent outside of Ancient Castle before fighting Astos, I'm going to use another one here just to make sure the Black Mages are topped off on MP. So once more into Earth Cave, gonna make an attempt to get level 14. Ooh, that's actually a good encounter, I'll take that. Want to hit 14 because the Black Mages are guaranteed a strong HP gain at that level. And they, especially Dan, really need the HP. I'll wait this one out. Usually I won't take ambushes, I'll just reset them, but since it's only 3 enemies and these aren't hard to run from, it's not a big deal. Yes, Poexel, you are right. They are 90% ambush on NES. This version, they flipped it. Yeah. 4 Grogers isn't even worth that good of experience. Please don't kill Dan. I have no way of reviving right now. I know I'm okay with seeing ogres just because they're easy to run from, but I'd like to see encounters that give me better experience. And I'd also like to not get ambushed by snakes. That'd be great. I was about to say at least they didn't poison me, but then poisoned again. Burning through that stack of antidotes relatively quick. Hopefully it'll last me the rest of the game so I don't have to stock up a second time. Either ambushed by ogres. Oop, bat, please. And there's the Pisco Demons again. Unrunnable. And there it is again. Good job, game. Gonna delay a little bit before moving, that way I can advance the RNG. Out of combat, the RNG moves every single frame, and I still got the same one. Out of combat, the RNG moves every single frame. In combat, however, it's seated once the fight is loaded. So that's why minor RNG manipulation is possible. I'd like to see encounters that are worth experience that aren't the Pisco Demons. Where are those mummy fights I saw earlier? So I really want to see 14 because HP reasons. Those I'll take. I don't even care that it's an ambush. I'm taking it.
Wow. 8 gargoyles?
That fight is awful. close, are we? 350 off. That's still a little ways. Alright, so we use the rod here. Now we can access the rest of Earth Cave. Ooh, we'll take this. Since it's preemptive. It's not going to be quite enough, but it's going to get me a lot closer. This might be level 14 right here, so I'll take it. Even though it's an ambush. Alright, no one's dead, so that's fine. Alright, yeah, there's level 14. So both Black Mages just got a strong HP gain. Dan is on the low end of what's possible to survive Lazara, so we're just gonna have to hope. Lich is like a huge wall. He can just end your run because he feels like it, and sometimes there's literally just nothing you can do about it. No more Pisco Demons, please. Ooh, I haven't seen this encounter in a while. This is a pretty rare encounter for this floor. Ooh, Lone Troll. Would have taken that if I still needed experience. I'm not going to bother going for any more at this point. Don't care about the experience, I just really don't want to get... Don't want to get petrified. Thanks, cockatrices. Oh, please run. Somebody? There we go. Okay, this floor doesn't have any unrunnables, but there's a couple of encounters that are hard to run from because the enemies are fast. Oh good, ambushed by tarantulas. I probably shouldn't just sit through this when I'm going to. Oh good, poisoned. Because I haven't used enough antidotes yet.
My warrior is a tank. 244 HP at level 12.
I got 278 at 14.
Yeah.
So yours is looking a little better than mine right now. Oh, that would have been really good experience if I actually needed it. No, not that. Okay, get healed up. We're gonna attempt Lich. Put the White Mage in the front tank. Because Lich can paralyze on attack, and the fighter is the only one who can do any real damage here, since I couldn't afford Diara. Okay, he did not open with Lazara. That means I can get a few buffs off. And the fighter went first, and that is why you need Temper to win this fight. You do, like, no damage to him. Oh, White Mage went first. Well, I'm not going to be healing anything up this round. There's Blizzara. Dan's probably dead. Yep, Dan's dead. But at least he got his Temper off that round, so that works. Try to keep my buffer up so I can keep getting damage off and keep buffing him. Heal you. Lich has 1200 HP. So I gotta hit him quite a few times, and the tempers are stacking. No paralyzed yet, so that's good.
Alright.
And Lich down. That was a relatively good fight outside of Dan doing what Dan does best.
Yes.
Come back in the front.
Two shots.
Alright, Earth Cave done, and it sounds like Leo just got Lich down as well.
Yeah, I got really lucky. Like, first only did the physical, but I could put my Hermes shoes and my tempers first onto my monk. Then the Blizzara killed both my red mages after the temper, so I could just pile on damages.
Wow. Both Dans not surviving the fight. So I guess I should probably explain the differences in our parties, our setups rather. Leo brought the monk with him, which is a very gutsy play. The monk is a boss killer. The monk is extremely good at boss killing because he buffs exceptionally well because of how many hits he gets, and when you start using speed drinks later on, his hits just shoot through the roof. However, not having a white mage means the only form of healing he has on Chaos is going to be the Megalixirs he farmed up earlier. So he's saving those for later. Whereas I have a white mage who will learn Healara or Healaga, who can basically take care of the healing in that regard. But I have to level to 33 to do that. He's going to be able to end at a much lower level than I do. So it's a bit gutsy because Chaos, Chaos can be random no matter what, but not having a white mage there and having very limited healing supply means he has to go down quick or you just don't win.
That's it.
Don't worry, we're dragging Dan with us. He'll be fine. We'll get him back up soon enough.
Realized that I didn't take Cura, so I'm gonna go quick. Taking it.
Okay, if people die at this point, it's not a big deal. I can pick up Phoenix Downs in the next town. Oh god, Scorpions. Scorpions actually hit kind of hard. They're really dangerous in Marsh Cave where your mages still don't have anything resembling armor. Alright, made it. Here's Crescent Lake. I'm going to be effectively just starting off by getting rid of a couple things out of my inventory to clean it up. I'm going to start buying bring tents to 10. I'm going to buy 10 Phoenix Downs. We're going to max Ethers right out. And I'm going to get as many high potions as I can with the rest of my money. So there goes all of it. I buy like revive spells, but those are level 5 spells, and we can't. And white mages cannot learn that until level 19. So I can't get that just yet. I will be able to in the not too distant future, but for now I gotta rely on Phoenix Downs. So I am gonna get Dan back up now because I do need him to be a target. Should have just used a 10. Why did I just use whatever? I'm going to need to use a tent to get the Black Mage's MP back up anyway. I mean, I could use Ethers, but tent just hits everybody all at once, so I'll usually pop one of those out from outside. Okay, the sharks, I'm just going to fight them, because sharks are still relatively difficult to run from, and I can just one-shot them. It's easier than just trying to get away. What? I leveled off of that? Sure? Whatever you say, game. Some of these enemies on the river are actually worth it for the experience, but they also hit really, really hard. And I don't... some of them I can't quite two-shot with the Black Mages, so it's on whether to take them. Although not running away is a problem. Okay, there we go. I'll just burn the tent now. I'm just about dead. I want to get their MP back up anyway, so might as well just use a tent. While I'm on the canoe, don't worry about how I pitch a tent on a canoe. I could see it on the ship, but on a canoe, I guess we just throw it in the water and it floats, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't question how magic tents work. So the game tells you when you go get the canoe that you're supposed to go do Gurgu Volcano next. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go to Ice Cave. Because Ice Cave is what allows us to get the airship. And the airship is more useful than beating Carrie right now. That, and there's not really that much useful inside of Gurgu. Alright, so here we are in Ice Cave with some of the worst encounters in the game. That's actually a tame one. Oh, good. Start off with getting petrified immediately. Can I get past that square? Oh, no, we don't fight that one. That encounter is also unrunnable, and now there's more of them. Welcome to how Ice Cave usually goes. Get a little bit of experience off this. There's going to be a grind in here. I know we're both going to be doing some fights on these. But there's a really good grind spot in here that we'll be taking. That's one of the other reasons to come here early. Not just the airship, but also the really good grind spot. Get to the stairs, please. Good. Alright, first floor down. I thought I was going to make it. This is probably not worth doing like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because all of these, like, a recurring theme in this game is that enemies are, in general, faster than you. There aren't many that are slower than you. So, more often than not, you get to sit through everything attacking you, and it eats a lot of time. I'm not doing this encounter a second time. It's not quite that worth it. This one's unrunnable. So both the Pisco Demon and the Ice Gygus and Frost Wolf fight are unrunnable in here. And I don't really have the firepower to take either of them. I mean, I could take the Pisco Demons, but it takes a while because I have to sit through all their attacks. That would be nice if there was 4 of them. Dark Wizards are actually worth a reasonable amount of experience, and Preemptive is actually pretty high on them. But I didn't see. I have to have at least 3 of them to really justify the time it takes to do the fight. I thought I was gonna make it. Oh my god. Screw it. I'll just take this one. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill Bill. Please don't kill Bill. Okay, Bill's alive. Okay, upgrade for the fighter. Okay, so there's a mandatory fight here, but it can be run away from. But we do have to at least deal with it in some capacity. Thankfully, Black Mages take care of that problem. Make a little detour here because we're going to pick up a lot of money. I don't know why there's this much money sitting in Ice Cave, but I'm not going to argue with it. Oh, well, Dan's dead again. Dan just can't catch a break. Oh, ambushed. Nope. Well, I was hoping they wouldn't do Firaga, but they did. And because of the ambush, I can't survive Firaga. There's no point in doing that. If it had been a preemptive, I absolutely would have taken that encounter. Oh, good. They got away. We don't take that last chest because that last chest is a troll. It has 1 gill in it, and there's actually a trap tile in front of it. I see the question in chat. Is Red Mage tankier than Black Mage? In theory, but not. Oh no, this could be bad. But we'll do it. We'll take a stab at it. If the Ice Storms don't kill me, I can get some good experience. Well, Dan's dead, and double Ice Storm.
Yeah, we got the same fight, but I choose to reset instantly.
I can take it if they don't kill both Black Mages. Like I at least let them get their attacks off and see what they give me. But going back to what I was saying, Black Mages and Red Mages, in terms of HP, aren't that different. Up through level 20, they both have around the same HP. Then the Red Mage starts getting a little bit ahead. In terms of armor, the red mage is definitely tankier at the start of the game because they can equip chainmail. But once you get past like Melmond or so, the red mage isn't really any tankier because they start getting relegated to mage gear. They can equip the armlets and that's about it. Oh, good. There's the Pisco Demons again. Okay, good. Bloodbones are the encounter you actually want to see, because this is the easiest to get away from.
Well, talk for yourself, because I couldn't run from that turn.
More money. Ice Shield, that's going to go on the fighter. Alright, so here is the grind spot. This eye in the NES version is very dangerous because the first spell in his list is basically an instant death spell. In this, it's Thundara, which isn't very threatening. It's annoying, but not very threatening. And now we have our floater. So I can go get the airship. I'm gonna do the grind first, because I need to. I'm going to stop when the white mage hits level 22. Him casting Thundara just wastes a lot of time, because I have to heal that up after battle. Good effort, White Mage. Bill's gonna try and do damage here, and will probably not succeed most of the time. Cal's HP is starting to look okay. Dan is still not looking good. Ah, good. Cal just hit 30 intelligence. So that something else with this version is that they actually fixed the stats to work properly. Namely intelligence, which didn't work in the NES version. And every 10 intelligence, you get basically a multiplier, an extra spell multiplier, and it just multiplies it by the base damage of the spell you're casting. So that actually makes black mages much better than they used to be in the NES version. In the NES version, literally anybody could cast a spell and it would do the same damage. In this one, black mages start out with their second multiplier at level 1 and are guaranteed to have their next multiplier by level 20. Red mages, on the other hand, start with 10 intelligence and aren't guaranteed to see 20 intelligence until level 37, but will usually get it upper 20s, lower 30s because of random gains. MP back up. Level 19. We're getting there. Really wish he'd stop opening with Thundara. Wow, Fighter is actually doing way better on HP than I thought he was. And White Mage actually is too. White Mage sitting at 327 at level 20, Fighter at 428. So, like, the Fighter is practically endgame ready already. The Fighter is actually hitting for enough that I can finish it with one attack and one Thundara. If the Fighter crits, I can potentially get it down in one attack, period. I think I'm at 21 on the White Mage right now. Ooh, nice crit. Check. Yep, 21 on everyone. Just as soon as the White Mage hits 22, I am out of here. And then we're gonna hope encounters are good for the rest of the game. Ooh, people leveled. Was that the White Mage? White Mage is leveled. We are out of here. Gotta deal with this encounter again, unfortunately. Cal's looking okay on HP. Like, for the Black Mage is what I'm looking for. I want at least about 250, 260, 270 in that range, which Cal should have no problems hitting. Ideally, I'd like to see at least one of the Black Mages hit about 350, but that may or may not happen. And that's going to depend. That's going to determine what equipment I give to who at the end of the game. Wow, that was a relatively painless escape from the ice cave. If only going in was a little bit better. One encounter all the way out. Ooh, there's a poisonous Nacho. We're not going to deal with him, though, because I don't really have a good way of handling him.
Alright, 10 more.
Alright, made it back to the ship. We are on our way to get our airship. And you would think, well, the next thing I should logically do is go do the volcano like they told me to, but we're not going to do that. You might also think that I'm going to go do ordeals and get the rat tail so I can do class change, but I'm also not going to do that, because we're not class changing with this party. And I'm pretty sure Leo doesn't class change with his party either.
Nope.
And here we are at the Ryukon Desert. We're going to place the floater in the sand, and that's going to magically make an airship pop out of the ground.
Okay, the last 5.
Nope, no class change. Leo's party doesn't need it because he has a monk, and monks are beastly on their own. My party doesn't really need it because the only advantages of it are getting the teleport spell, which saves a little time getting out of the waterfall cave and through Sea Shrine. And you can potentially get a better weapon for the fighter, namely the Excalibur. But neither of which really seems to save enough time to justify going and doing all of class change. Alright, so next on my agenda, I have to go pick up some spells that I didn't get earlier. I gotta go back to Elfheim real quick. I never got level 4 spells. I'm also going to stock up on gold needles while I'm here, because this is one of the only places you can buy them. And I'm going to get another 10 antidotes just in case. What spells I need are Blizzara, obviously. I need more spells for the Black Mages, and I need Haste for one of the mages, because that's going to double the number of hits my fighter can do. And then from here, I'm going to make a quick detour up to Melmond again, Gyre's favorite town. Don't let him tell you otherwise. I'm going to pick up my level 5 spell, since I'm high enough level for that now. I'm going to pick up Kiraga. Not Diaga. I want Healara, Life. I meant to pick up Diara while I was in, whatever. Pick up Fyraga for the Black Mages, and we are out of here. And now I'm going to be off to Waterfall Cave. Just throw in a tent, get everybody topped off. I give haste to Dan because Dan only needs to get one spell off, and if he gets haste off, then that's fine. It's on for the rest of the fight. So he only needs to get one action before he does what he does best. Therefore, it's perfectly good. Oh, look, another poisonous nacho. Alright, so here is Waterfall Cave. Oh good, an ambush by a nightmare. Nightmares are... You can run from nightmares, but they might as well be unrunnable. They have such high agility that getting away from them is very, very difficult. So, but however, having Black Mages here means Blizzara is just going to carve through them. Also, I need to remember to take off all my fighter's equipment. Because I want the fighter to... I actually want to kill the fighter off right now. I want to be getting experience on the mages. So I want the fighter to die so they get more experience. And that's going to last pretty much all the way through Sea Shrine. Don't want to see anybody else die, though. But I do have a revive spell now, so at least I don't have to burn Phoenix Downs on everything. Okay, this fight I'll actually take because it's actually worth more than one of the eyes was, and it just takes 2 Fyragas to take them down. And they're relatively slow, so usually I'll go off before they do.
Airship time.
Normally these would actually be good encounters to run from. If I don't get 3 of them, I won't bother fighting them. Because at that point, they're not worth quite as much as an eye is. Unfortunately, they resist all elements, which is why I have to cast 2 Firagas on them, and why they're not really doing that much damage. But that's actually the reason why I have Firaga for this, is because I can't quite do it with Blizzara. Blizzara comes a little short on it, and I don't have enough damage between the other 2 characters to take them down. They're giving me a lot of these triples. Oh wow, it didn't actually kill that one. Oh well, White Mage is on it. White Mage with a hammer. Remember, they're the most dangerous character in the game. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay, this one I'm not going to fight because it's only 1. This is a forced encounter. Have to deal with it somehow. Ooh, kill him? Nope. Nope. Was hoping. Petrification works too. Either one works. I just need him not getting experience. Oh look, they gave me a free gold needle. Oh, nice extra encounter. Hey, give me my cube. Wizard Staff, Ribbon, a lot of money, and the Defender. And I can't equip the Defender because I didn't class change. Just gonna run from that. That's not worth the time it takes. Come on, get out of the spell list. Okay, good. Let's get the right equipment. Give the ribbon to the White Mage, so now she's immune to basically all status ailments. Oh, come on. Menus, please. There we go. Farag is what I'm looking for here. I believe it should one-shot the King Mummies, too. Yep, there we go. Another gold needle. They're making sure I can get Ace back up later. The encounters in here aren't really worth save scumming too much, unless you get 3 Pyralisks, or not 3 Pyralisks, but a group of Pyralisks. They're not a very common encounter, but they can be a problem, because they have an instant death ability, which it's exactly the sound. It's instant death. Get my MP back up. Nope. Yeah. Always get a little lost coming out of here because we don't. Some routes actually have the teleport spell here, and you don't have to come back this way. Oh wow, preemptive. I actually will run away from that. Because those aren't the best for experience. Bat, please. Beep beep. 2 of them. That's not enough. Gotta be 3. I'm just noticing Dan is actually starting to slowly catch up to Cal in HP. Alright, so next stop is going to be the Oasis. I'm going to I'm going to buy the Bottled Fairy, and I'm going to pick up some speed drinks. Oh good, Dan's dead again. Dan, get up. But I did Waterfall Cave before doing the Oasis and everything, just because the Wizard Staff and the Defender sell extremely well. And since I didn't do that much of an eye grind, money is a bit tighter than it should be. Sometimes. Sometimes it's not. Oh my god, they are just not being friendly right now. Alright, off to the caravan. Which is right over here. Buy the Bottled Fairy, and now we're going to sell a few things off. Getting stuff out of the inventory, cleaning it up a little bit. Wizard Staff, Defender. So I have 2 Giant's Tonics and 31 Speed Drinks. Speed Drinks will be coming in handy against bosses. Desert Berettas, we don't fight those just yet. Okay, need to make a trip over to Gaia so I can bring that Bottled Fairy to where she actually lives. Also need to pick up some Pro Rings here, which protect against instant death. They also have a reasonable amount of defense, and they're basically the best arm slot item that most characters can equip. Especially mages, though, because there's literally nothing better outside of maybe GBA bonus dungeon stuff. Everybody does have to go. Every route has to go to the waterfall because you need to get the cube out of there in order to get into Mirage Tower. I just did it early because I needed to sell those items off and to be able to afford stuff. I couldn't remember if cottages actually healed stone. They don't, which is good. I don't think they heal anything, for that matter. Alright, Sea Shrine. So the encounter we don't want to see in here is the Sahagin encounter, which is probably going to be every encounter I see. But I need experience, and my mages are going to try to clean house. So I'm hoping for good experience encounters and not many Sahagins. No, don't save on that one. I'll take one shark. It's a preemptive too, so that works. I'd like to see 2 sharks, because that's obviously a double the amount of experience. Another encounter I'd actually like to see is the ghosts. Ghosts, ooh, that's actually a good one as well. Ghosts are worth a lot, they just hit really hard. And it's unrunnable anyway. So, for the most part, it's worth taking. Another white shark. Would have rather seen a white shark rather than an extra normal shark, but can't be too picky. At the very least, I want to come out of here at level 26, because that's when I can learn level 7 spells. Or, sorry, not level 7, level 6 spells. The overall target, by the time I finish off Tiamat, is level 33, so the white mage can learn Hilaga. Two ghosts isn't ideal, but it's also going to be a quick fight. I was going to say, unless they kill Dan, which they very well could have. Fire can sometimes kill these. It has just barely enough damage, but sometimes it won't quite get enough either. So I prefer to use Firaga on them. Okay, grab me a Diamond Armlet. We'll be giving it to the white mage right now. Don't need to save. This floor doesn't have any encounters, so I don't have to worry about it here. Alright, we have our slab. We'll be turning that in Melmon in a little bit. Oh good, one-step encounter. Oh, it's ghosts. Nope, not that. Ah, good. They went off before they killed anybody. The white mage is the important one to keep alive, because her level's the one that really matters. Probably give him that silver armlet now. I just upgraded her armor and she's still getting hit for like 120 by these things. Why doesn't the fighter want experience? Because the fighter is going to have enough HP for endgame, regardless. Like the fighter is just shy of having what I want for chaos. So I don't really need that many more levels on him, and he gets a lot of strong HP gains to begin with. So he's basically going to be set with what little experience he's going to get throughout the rest of the game. Whereas the other characters, I need the white mage at 33 to learn Hilaga. And the black mages I don't really need level 7 spells on, so they don't have to hit it, but they need the HP. They're both at the low end of what I want to see them at. They're both sitting around 250, which means I'm good for chaos, at least with that. Dan did manage to catch up and isn't quite danning it up as much as he was. but mostly on the other characters, it's HP. White mages actually get pretty good HP growth. For the first half of the game, at least up until like the mid-30s or so, white mages actually beat out everybody but fighters. This one's not really worth taking. Thieves get reasonable growth early on, but then it kind of slows down because of their less than stellar stamina stat. Monks actually get a good amount of HP. The problem is they don't get a lot of strong HP gains. Theirs are very spread out, but they have high stamina, which kind of makes up for it. And as you get into like the 40s and the 50s, the monks absolutely will take the second spot. Fighters will always be top spot for HP though. Also, that encounter you just saw, the big group of Sahagins there, that is unrunnable. And they're all faster than me, and the experience for that fight is pretty terrible, so we always reset on that one. Oh my god, please game, stop giving me... This is the encounter you don't want to see in here. It is the worst encounter you could ever see in Sea Shrine, and it's on 3 of the 4 floors that have encounters. Okay, that one's not really worth it experience-wise, but I can get away from it. This one's actually kind of worth it experience-wise. Nice Thundara. The water elementals are actually weak to ice and not thunder, so that's why I'm using Blizzara here instead of Thundara, because the water elemental wouldn't go down if I did otherwise. Unfortunately, the Naga didn't go down. I thought she would, but oh well. There's 27. Get everybody's MP up a little bit. Alright. We're down to 2F. This is where there's a couple of very important items. Namely, there's a ribbon on this floor, and there's also the Giant's Gloves. The Giant's Gloves cast a spell called Saber, which is normally a Black Mage only spell, and it only targets yourself. Saber is effectively Temper, but better. Instead of increasing your attack power by 14, it increases it by 16, and it also increases your accuracy by 10. And in this game, accuracy determines your number of hits, which is very important going into boss fights. So I absolutely want these Giant's Gloves, and now I'm going to actually sort my equipment a little bit. I'm going to put those up in the slot of the potion. Speed drinks go where high potions are, high potions go where gold needles are, and then I'm going to keep it as is. And I'm not going to sort my inventory again. I want to keep Giant's Gloves in that first slot, so it's very quick for me to just get into the inventory and use them during boss fights. Wow, we are not fighting that. It's only 2 enemies. Not worth the time. Same with that one. The encounters are not great. I'm slightly concerned for what levels I'm going to wind up at, but I'm hoping for the best. Alright, here's ribbon number 2. We're going to give this to Ace. Even though he's petrified, he'll be coming out of that soon enough. This one's actually kind of worth it. Snakes don't even hit that hard. I think they can poison, but I forget. was gonna say no more Sahagins. Well, get one more encounter on this floor. I'll take it.
Oh, I am in the voice chat, but it's still early in the morning, so I can't really talk.
It's still getting snakes, that's good. 4 snakes is actually pretty good for experience. Mages are actually getting... I mean, the black mages are still lower than I want them to be on HP, but they're not bad. Like, it's workable now. And we're already at 28, that's good. I only need 5 more levels on the mages. Also, this floor does not have the Sahagin battle, so I don't have to worry about save scumming quite as much. Oh, please don't kill Dan. Well, Dan's dead. Dan doing what Dan does best. I lost count of how many times Dan's died so far. Alright, so now we're at Kraken. I actually have to bring the fighter back now. Where are my high potions? Just gonna use those to get him back up. Pop a couple of ethers on her, just make sure she's got enough MP. Okay, that was an okay Sea Shrine. I wouldn't say it was great, but it was okay. Okay, so the white mage is going to be using Speed Drink. These increase accuracy by 30 ow. 30 ow, yes. They increase it by 32, which doubles his which adds an extra hit, or under haste adds 2 hits. Okay, I shouldn't need 2 of those. You are going to Kuraga him, because I don't want him dying. Oh, wow! I can't believe you survived that. Good job, fight. Good job, Ace. White mage can take it. Make sure this fighter survives, because the fighter is my damage. Okay, I can go back to speed drinking now. And that's Kraken. He beat up Octofist. Alright, so we absolutely will be making a save here, just in case, because I don't want to see bad encounters right after killing the boss. I've gotten a pretty nasty ambush on the way to that teleporter before. Alright, so we have a slab. We gotta go find somebody who knows how to read it. That is an unrunnable encounter. I'm not fighting that. fighter's going to stay alive for a little while. I will be killing him off again at some point because I still need to get the mages the rest of the way up. But for right now, I can keep him alive. But next up, again, Gyre's favorite town. Again, don't let him tell you otherwise. Melmond is his absolute favorite place. We're gonna go find Dr. Un, who's hanging out in the graveyard up here. He just happens to know how to speak Lufenian, and we have a slab that has Lufenian written on it. So now he's gonna teach us how to speak the language in 30 seconds or less.
2, 3 teaches how to speak. Yeah, you can learn a language in about 30 seconds.
Alright, so we have now learned Lufenian, and I'm going to be off to not quite go to Lufenia yet. So next up, we're going to go do that volcano I was told to do like 45 minutes ago. Tent will be fine for right. Nope, not Giant's Tonics. Alright, so welcome to Gurgu Volcano, where I'm going to be walking on a lot of lava. Because damage tiles do not have encounters on them, ever. So I want to walk on as many damage tiles as possible, so I just get less encounters. This could be unrunnable. So there's an unrunnable in here that has Ogre Mages and Cerberus, which is basically a Hyena but red. Unfortunately, the hyenas don't always come in the pack, and if it's just Ogre Mages, I can't tell which one it is. So it's better to just kill it than to take the chance and try to run away and then have everybody fail. This one I can run away from, though. Ogre Mage with Ogre Chief and Hyena Dawn is entirely runnable. Bulls, those would have been good way back in Earth Cave. Gonna actually heal everybody up because I got a couple of fights I gotta do over here. First off, we have ourselves an Agama. If you've seen NES speedruns of this, you know what an Agama is. I do not have any Agama facts prepared for you. I'm sorry. I'm not Gyre. Gyre is much better with the Agama facts than I am.
Oh, too bad.
And here is a red dragon. He's guarding some flame armor that I want to equip. This is going to be Ace's best armor that he's going to be equipping right here.
So, did you mention that walking into the lava doesn't trigger any encounter?
I did.
Okay. Good.
I could be running from these Agamas, but there's no reason to. They're actually good experience, and they're relatively quick fights. Okay, lava worms are easy. The encounters down here I don't want to see are the red dragon, at least with random encounters. I don't want to see the red dragon, and I don't want to see fire elementals. Because fire elementals are unrunnable, and red dragons might as well be unrunnable. Alright, now for carry. So, gonna open with Giant's Gloves. If I'm lucky and everybody gets their buffs off on round 2 before the fighter goes, I can actually one-shot her. but I have to get super lucky. She has 1600 HP. That was a weak hit. Nope, he went first. Oh well. We'll get her on the next round. Telling all the mages to flee there, because the animation for flee is shorter than attacks or casting more spells. Alright, so we've activated the Fire Crystal now, much later than they wanted us to. We could, but it makes sense to come back here later when we're higher level and can just basically steamroll the place instead of doing it earlier. Also, we don't have to, if we do it now, we have the airship, so we can just land in front of the volcano instead of taking the canoe all the way down the winding path to get here. Alright, quick detour into Crescent. I'm going to buy a couple spells. And by quick, I mean very quick. I just need one spell for the White Mage. It's more of a safety than anything. I'm going to grab Protera. I'm going to use that on one particular fight later on. I'm going to buy Thundaga for both of the Black Mages. I still haven't... I've been kind of waffling back and forth on whether Thundaga... Crap, I've forgotten... kind of waffling back and forth on whether Thundaga is actually worth picking up. I'm not 100% sure. It saves some time in some cases, but it might not be enough to justify the trip into Crescent. Alright, so Ace, you're going to take your gear off again. You're going to equip the ribbon now. So I want Ace killed off again, because I want more experience on the mages. And what I'm really hoping to see on my trip down to Luthenia here is, I'm looking for Zombolts. Actually, this fight will work right now. Hillgyguses are okay. They're not great experience. They're about on par with an eye. Zombolts are worth more than that. They're relatively slow. They're also unrunnable, though. But it's usually a relatively quick fight, and they're not very dangerous either. And I can one-shot them with Firaga. There are Zombolts. We only got 2 of them, which is a little unfortunate. They can come in packs of up to 4, and they can sometimes come with trolls. Ideally, I want to see 4 of these, but I'll take anything I can get with them. No, won't fight. The only way I'll fight Hillgygus is if there happens to be 4 of them. 2 and 3 are just not quite worth the time they take to do. Ooh, that's some delicious experience right there. Yes, keep doing damage to Ace. No, stop punching the mages. Punch Ace. Ace wants to be punched. Want to make sure the black mages don't run out of MP. Nope, 3. We're not doing 3. Okay, so here is Luthenia. We learned the language just to be able to talk to them, and we're going to see if we get Toga partied. We are starting off by getting Toga partied. This guy is in the way. NPC, please move. Please move. Please anywhere. Alright, now don't get back in my way, because I have to walk out of here, too. This is another place having teleport is useful. Not necessary, but useful. Because if they block your path, you can just teleport past them. Thankfully, he didn't block my path. So I can just walk right out. And now we're on our way to Mirage Tower. Because I have the chime, and you couldn't get into Mirage Tower without the chime. So you had to do that long chain of events to be able to get the chime, just to be able to walk into Mirage Tower. And you need the cube to get the floating castle from Mirage Tower. Okay, mages are at 29. That's looking pretty good. I should be on track to hit 33 by the time I get to Tiamat. Maybe even earlier. This one I don't fight. The Winter Wolves aren't really worth the experience. I was hoping I'd go a little sooner than that, but I'll be fine if the fighter gets killed off here. Come on, bite the fighter. Bite the fighter. That's a good dog. And we run away. Good. Oh, look at that. 4 Zombies. And the fighter's dead, so the mages are going to get all the experience. Mages healed up. Ooh, Dan is actually starting to look pretty good on HP there. 310. He might hit the 340 I want to see. Hal has just been slacking in those level ups. It's a shame because that means Dan's not going to be danning it up like he usually does. Or at least he won't be danning it up as much as he normally does. Ooh, Berettas. We're going to Thundaga you. These guys are actually pretty reasonable experience if they don't kill people. As I say that... Well, Black Mages can get experience at least. I'll just use the cottage now. Get everybody healed up. Oh, really? Another encounter? Ooh, delicious. Unfortunately, I can't quite get this guy down easily enough. If the fighter was alive, I could, but I'm going to have to skip that one. Alright, Mirage Tower. Not really anything I want in here item-wise, except for one thing that I'll be picking up on this floor. It's a weapon for the fighter. I'll be picking up the Sun Sword. That'll be his final weapon. That's not a bad encounter for experience. So the big difference right now in terms of our different parties is that Leo doesn't really need that much experience at this point. He may not need any... whereas I actually do still need a few levels. I need 3 levels for the White Mage at this point, and then I don't need any more.
Well, a few levels more wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, extra HP is never a bad thing. Okay, one of them hit 31, but it wasn't the White Mage. Ooh, vampires. Actually, I don't have any of the DS spells. That sucks. I was really hoping I should have picked up Diara just for this, because Firaga will sometimes not quite kill vampires. It can do enough, but it's not guaranteed. It'll sometimes miss it. Yeah, like right there. It just missed a little bit. Wow, Dan is danning it up again. I mean, I won't argue with Dan dying there because I gave the White Mage more experience. I certainly won't complain about more experience on the White Mage. since the white mage's experience is the one that matters. Alright, 31. Just need 2 more levels on the white mage. At this point, the experience actually starts being better than what you can get on an eye. So this is where the black mages really come into play, because they have the intelligence necessary to be able to just two-shot a lot of the things in here. Sometimes one-shot if they get good intelligence growth or specific enemies. Ooh, preemptive. I'll take that. I was hoping Cal would go first there. Dan, why do you have to disappoint us? Just doing that to save a little bit of MP and animation time. Fyra has a shorter animation than Fyraga. Right, so one minor detour in here. Just gonna pick up the Sun Sword. Lone Chimera, I don't fight those. They're not worth the experience. I probably shouldn't sit through this, but I will. Come on, why don't you go before them? But one before one of them, I guess. Alright, there's the Sun Sword. Nope, he gets a ribbon later on. So I don't need to equip over the Great Helm. Ooh, nice preemptive. This will be a one-shot. White Mage is 32, just one more level, and I am done needing experience. I might still do a few fights after that, depending on which ones they are, if they end up being, if it ends up being close in terms of time it takes to finish the encounter versus just resetting or trying to get away from it. I certainly wouldn't complain hitting level 35, because that's when the Black Mages both get a guaranteed strong HP gain. Also, probably shouldn't have done this encounter. This one isn't really that worth it. Okay, so I'll use Thundaga here because the Sabertooth in the back won't go down if I use Fyraga. That way I can just one-shot everything. This is the kind of fight where having Thundaga really does help.
Ooh, extra
White Mage is at 32, so shouldn't be long now before I hit 33. This might be enough right here. Nope, not quite. Everybody topped off because we got a mandatory encounter here. I wanted to save before that. Oh well. So unfortunately, not having the fighter dead for this fight means I can't one-round it. The Black Mages don't quite hit hard enough with Fyraga to do it. Oh, good. He just did physical attacks. That's a quick animation.
Alright, be prepared for the hype floor.
Wow, one space away. Run. Oh, Thundaga. Oh, good. Alright, so now we're going to Floating Castle. White Mage, I believe... White Mage is 33. I do not need more experience. So I'll only do fights if it ends up being more worth it to fight it than it is to run away or something. And the fighter can come back now. Nice ambush. I'll just have the fighter deal with this. Okay, gonna make one detour on this floor to pick up an item. Need my last ribbon. Which is gonna go on the fighter for right now. Squeezes an eye. Eyes are unrunnable, so I've got to deal with it. Either by resetting, but this one is relatively quick to take out. Don't need this fight. Wow, you guys shouldn't be having trouble running from those. This fight's usually a pain to get away from. Alright, good. Ambushed by 3 Vampire Lords. This is a rare encounter on this floor, too. Alright, top floor. Everybody's topped off. And let's see if we find a Warmac. That's not a Warmac. And that's me not running away. Good job, guys. Wow, please. Somebody? There we go. Holy crap. Is this a Warmac? That is also not a Warmac. That is a Dark Fighter. One more top. Gonna make sure she's topped off as well. Alright, time for Tiamat. So that spell is why I cast Healara, because Dan may not survive this, or more accurately, Dan probably won't survive this. I'm going to do 2 shots of Giant's Glove this time. Good bite. More biting. Man, Bitey McBiterstein here. Good first hit. Won't need any more buffs after this. Tiamat only has 2,400 HP. Good poison gas. Ooh, Dan almost danning it up. And that is Tiamat. One last little cutscene here, them showing up, opening up the last of the bonus dungeons. Okay, we are absolutely going to heal back up. And then save, because the last thing I want is to run into Warmac after killing Tiamat. Nope, no Warmac. Sorry, guys. I know there's fans for Warmac, but no Warmac today. So I have one little detour I gotta make before I can head off to the final dungeon. I gotta head back to Onrak so I can actually buy the Healaga spell. So, very minor detour. Trolls. Alright, back in Onrak for a very brief time.
Aha, going for Healaga.
Okay, so I have my way of healing during Chaos. We're going to pass by a Dagran here who actually tells you about the class change area, kind of. He mentions Lord Bahamut and that he... I forget what he actually mentions. I just know he mentions Bahamut. Alright, no encounters on the way back. So now we are off to Temple of Fiends in the past. Oh, good try to land on Forest. Where is my cottage? Burn this to get my everybody topped off. MP most specifically. Alright, here we go. Temple of Fiends in the past. We're going to be doing a lot of save scumming. Because there's a lot of encounters in here we don't want to deal with. That one I'm going to reset. Chimeras are fast enough that they'll usually go before I do, and the animation for Blaze just takes for frickin' ever. There's unrunnables on practically every floor. That is one of them. If it had been fewer wolves, I would have considered it, but not with 4 wolves. Okay, that one's also unrunnable, but these things are slow enough that I can take them out quickly. And I can one-shot them, so that's also a plus. Run. See if I get lucky here. I probably should have just reset it on this one because of how many there are. Okay, that works.
Oh, preemptive of white dragons, taking it.
No, I'm gonna reset that one. Okay, here's the Death Eye. This is the stronger version of the Eye, normally called Phantom. But Firaga basically takes care of the whole problem. He's weak to fire. He's also undead, I believe, but I don't have any Dia spells to work with. Ooh, no, that's not right. My split. Yes, I'm running my splits just to compare. I'm not close to PB pace. Oh, look. 4 gas dragons. If it was 2, I'd take it, because I can actually finish that relatively quick. But 4 just takes too long to sit through. Gonna grab Safety Elixir. Nice preemptive. You can just get away, right the heck away from that. Safety Elixir is for the White Mage during Chaos in case she gets low on MP. Okay, more Dagran zombies. Seeing Cal hit 35 would actually be kind of nice. This one might be faster to just fight. Not anymore, it ain't. If they'd all done physical attacks, that probably would have been better to just fight it. No, we're not fighting that many of them. Oh my god, I keep getting the one unrunnable I don't want to see. One stab. Really, game? Please. Please. I'd like to get to those stairs sometime today. Okay, 1 purple worm I'll take. Just because it's a relatively fast fight.
I hope it gives you the trollish item in the end.
Ooh, White Mage with another kill. We don't do white dragons. Lone purple worm. Oh look, I got an emergency exit drop. That would have been nice 3 hours ago. Nope, don't do those. Oh my god. All the white dragons. Make it to the stairs, please. There we go. Ah, good. Earth elementals right out of the gate. I don't have enough to fire auger them down in, I don't have enough intelligence to fire auger them down in one. Please. Earth Medusas. Hopefully I can run quickly. Alright, good. Quick run. Ooh, 2 steps. I'm just gonna reset that. It was barely enough. Screw it, I'll just do it. If I go fast enough, this won't be too long. Good job, Cal going last. Like, Dan is actually starting to outperform Cal, which is scary. Ah, good. Preemptive. Finally. Alright, Lich. Will we see Nucleus? It looked like Leo did, based on what I saw in chat.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Ooh, there's one. Oh, nope, not Nucleus. I don't think I've seen him cast that spell in quite a while, but there's Lich. Not the kinds of encounters getting down here. The easiest floor. Everything here is relatively easy to run from. The only thing that I don't want to see is fire elementals because they're unrunnable. gonna make one very quick detour down to pick up one last piece of equipment for Bill. Would have gotten it up in Floating Castle, but I had enough experience that I didn't need to detour for it up there. And it's faster to get it here than it is there. Also, all this delicious Agama experience I'm passing up. Right, here's Carrie. Good hit. Actually, no, I'm gonna not chance that. Last thing I need is her getting a good hit on Ace and taking him out. Bill's fine. Like, Bill can take the hits. Bill actually has almost as much defense as Ace right now. That's gonna hit Dan kind of hard. Ah, good. All the buffs went off before you attacked. And carries down. Alright, now for the worst floor for encounters. No, we don't do basically anything on this. I could do 3 water elementals. Like, that actually is roughly even doing the fight versus not. Nope, no ambushes. I was gonna save it there. That one might actually be runnable. Oh, good. Didn't have to save scum that one. Nope, don't do 5 of those. That takes forever. Screw it, I'll just do this one. This one's close time-wise versus a reset. Oh, good. Cal got the got 35 there. Good job, Dan, getting us away from that. Right, here's Kraken 2. Bought Proterra specifically for this fight. Haste, please. So every cast of Proterra reduces the damage he does by 96. Because it's plus 12 defense, and that counts for every hit he does. Oh, good, Thundara. That's like, Ink is the best thing you can see. Thundara is also pretty desirable. And Kraken being nice. And Kraken's down. That was an okay floor. Yep, I knew that was coming. Nope, we're not fighting that.
That's an order. Chaos benefited from that.
Alright, Tiamat. Lost my train of thought there for a second. Instant death, and it didn't kill Dan, that's good. Get everybody healed back up, so the next thing will not kill Dan. Poison gas, that'll hit Dan kind of hard. 1500? Eh. With the buffs coming off, I should have him dead in 3 attacks. Ice Storm, Dan's probably down now. Oh yeah, Dan's doing what Dan does best. Tiamat's down. I'll do my final menu right in front of Chaos. Preemptive, hello. Alright, no more random encounters. The final floor doesn't have any. Everybody healed up. Yes, right. This one comes off. Make sure to top off the White Mage's MP especially. Here we go. I took the ribbon off of the White Mage because the White Mage has the best chance of dodging Earthquake, and she has enough HP to tank Blaze without having the ribbon on. The Black Mages do not. So we're going to play it risky. No ribbon on the White Mage, and we're just going to hope. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see first turn. Okay, Blizzaga, that's actually good. Blizzaga doesn't do a lot of damage. Speed drinks. There's Blaze. Oh, crap. Bill might not survive this, and if that happens, I have to reset it. Come on, survive it, Bill! Oh, barely! Bill, hanging on! Bill's HP is a little on the low side, though. You keep tempering. You switch off to a high potion on her. Tsunami, please, Bill. Oh, Bill! Holy crap! I'm gonna do. Oh, one buffer down. Well, we're gonna go with only one black mage. Please don't. Not getting a lot of damage off because I didn't get fully buffed. I'm gonna switch up to a speed drink. Earthquake! Survive it, Bill! Oh, Bill survives! I gotta watch the MP on Bill though. If Bill gets low, I gotta use that safety elixir. $2,800. Mm, 400 hit. I'm gonna probably use a high potion on Ace just to be safe. Actually, I can't. I got an elixir. Time! Holy... Bill MVP?
Time.
Oh my... Wow! Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow!
Using 3 times before that.
Wow. That was like, what, 5 seconds? Oh my god. "17 seconds," chat saying, holy crap.
17 seconds.
That is...
Closed.
That is insane.
Chaos 3 times in-
You guys ended up 17 seconds apart, just FYI. Incredible. Congratulate yourselves on that one.
Oh my. That was...
That was something painful, but something.
That is amazing that we were that close. Given the severe difference in parties. I literally have no words right now. I mean, I knew coming into this, because I thought Leo was going to run the red mage, white mage route, and then he said monk, and I'm like, oh, that route's fast, and there's a good chance I'm going to end up quite a ways behind, but it's going to mostly come down to chaos with him.
It really came down to chaos. We said it 3 times on it.
Oh, man. I saw in chat you were getting bad Megalixir luck.
Yeah, exactly. Not getting off at the right time. But oh well.
Still, though,
It was nice.
really, really good race. That was...
Yep. Right.
Excellent job, gentlemen. Do you two have anything to plug, the FF community or anything special like that? Feel free to do so.
Well, FF1 GBA always could use more runners.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is, I mean, it's a really fun game to run, despite how RNG heavy it is. And there's a fairly decent amount of different parties you can use that are still viable for a speed run. So I mean, if anybody's interested, we have a Discord. It's an overall FF1 Discord in general for like all versions of it. FF2's on there as well. But yeah, we're always looking for new runners for this. Like I said, it's a really fun run despite the RNG. It's just, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. You cannot expect to die 3 times on the final boss and things like that. So yeah, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Want to thank Questing for Glory for having both of us on for this race. That was that was a like I just have no words for how close that ended up being.
I have one. Chaos.
This is true. This is true.
Chaos one. But yeah, that was fun. So thank you, Questing for Glory, for having me for another run. This was my second and last run. Yeah, we could use some more people into the leaderboard, the category, and the Discord server for that. So yeah, the puzzle was terrifying, but oh well.
Your puzzle luck was rough, bud.
Yeah, I wasn't getting the right patterns and stuff, so not even regretting it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's 8 o'clock, 8:30. I'm gonna take a little nap, I think, to just completely have my night.
Yeah, bud.
That's it for me.
All right, thank you very much, everybody. Dragon, you got any last words?
No, I got nothing. Just thanks for having me on for what was supposed to be 2 runs and ended up being 4 runs because we were running because we were running ahead. So thanks for having me on, putting up with me for 4 runs, and thanks for setting up this race. And Kios, thanks for putting up with all the crap that went on getting this set up.
Hey, whatever. We made it work. That's what I'm here for. Thank you guys for giving your time and effort. Amazing run. If you guys aren't following these two, DragondarchSDA and Leonis07, definitely give them a follow. Definitely support these guys and thank them. With that, I'm going to get us set